Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Looks like we got some beer mail, so let's get into it and see what we got. This beer mail comes from Adam, and he's up in Michigan. Alright, I know this is going to be a great package. Looks like we got two bottles in here. And I can already see through the label what this is, and I am very excited. This beer comes from one of my favorite breweries, Founders, and this is their big hyped beer. And this has a almost has a cult following. Very hard to get. It seems to fly off the shelf the same day that it shows up. A lot like Hop Slam and Heady Topper and a lot of those other beers that are highly sought after, guys. So he's got this wrapped in bubble wrap, and he's also got it in a Ziploc baggie here to help protect it in case there is any breakage. And I can't even get into the bag here. There we go. Now looky here. Highly acclaimed, and I would not argue with that. This I consider to be my most favorite beer, but it is very hard to get my hands on this anymore. It used to be I could get this, but I can't seem to get my hands on it around here anymore. This is Founders KBS, Kentucky Breakfast Stout. It says it's a flavored stout. It's good for everything a flavored stout to be, and my eyes still hadn't focused too well, guys. Just had the surgery yesterday. It's good for everything a flavored stout ought to be good for. Ale brewed with chocolate and coffee, aged in oak bourbon barrels. Very, very nice. And this says it's bottled on, very hard for me to read here, guys. It's right in the groove here. It looks like it's 03/14/2014, so March 14th, which is not that far back, about 3 weeks there now, so fairly fresh. This is a big beer, 11.2% alcohol by volume and 70 IBUs. So that's what he has sent us. I'm pretty sure the other one is the same thing, because he sent me an email and told me he was going to send me a couple of these. I'll give y'all a little information on the beer stores around here. We basically got two craft beer stores locally. I'm not going to call them out by name, but they're very small stores, so they don't get a whole lot of this beer. And the package that they do, they usually get about a case of this, and it usually disappears the same day. So unless you're going in there every day, or you're real good buddies with those guys where they'll save you one or two, you don't get it. And evidently I'm not high enough on that food chain to get it. And the Kroger store over there where I buy a lot of my stuff over Cave Spring, they had a girl working there named Kelly. I will call her out by name. And she does save me some stuff occasionally, and but we still got to call over there every week to find out what she's got. She will not call me, and she will not save anything for me unless I call her and tell me. She did save me some of the 420 the last time it came out from Stone, and I was very appreciative of it, but she did try to save me 4 bottles of the Stone Enjoyed by 214, and it had my name on 4 bottles over there, and somebody else walked out the door with it. So when they just set it on the floor and put somebody's name on it and she's not around, they just walk by and pick it up and out the door they go with it. So they don't hide it or do anything crazy like that. Well, I found out that they did get 1 case of this last week, and they didn't put it away. They set it down and let it. I'm not surprised if one person walked out with everything that they got all for I don't know how many, it comes in 4 packs, so however many 4 packs is in a case, whether it's 4 or 6 or whatever, it was gone the same day. She didn't save any of it for me. That's just the world we live in. Thank God I have friends like Adam and Parrish and Matt and Trevor and a bunch of other people that watch my beer reviews that kind of take care of my old dumb ass sometimes, because I'm not at the right place at the right time to get my hands on these beers like this. So thank God for great subs and great friends and people that send me beer for me to review. He sent me 2 of these, so I actually told him that I would probably pull one of the KBSs that I've got in the fridge from previous years, or maybe some 11s and 10s and 09s down there, because I've not been able to get my hands on it the last couple of years. So probably what I'm going to end up doing for Adam and you guys, I'm going to put the date on one of these and put it down in the fridge, and I'll probably pull one of the older ones out, maybe an 09 or an 010, and maybe do a side-by-side so we can see what a fresh one tastes and smells like compared to one that's been cellared for several years. So that's what my plan is right now on the KBS. This is my most favorite beer, but I haven't had it in quite a few years now, so maybe it's not my favorite beer anymore. So we're going to do a side-by-side and see how it stacks up to some of the real tastier beers, like the other bourbon barrel aged, like the 50/50 Brewing, their Eclipse, Elijah Craig, and Old Fitzgerald barrel aged beers, which are very expensive beers, like $30 for a bomber, wax tops. Dave, a good friend of mine, sent me those, and they were very, very tasty. They were kind of on the boozy side because they were fresh, and I didn't cellar any of that stuff because I really don't want to do that. When people spend the money like that with $30 a pop, and you sent me 2 bottles plus the shipping, I feel kind of obligated to do those beers in a timely manner instead of stuffing them in one of the fridges downstairs and let them set for 3, 4, 5 years or more. It's just not fair to those guys for me to cellar them that long, even though they're probably going to get a little tastier if I do. Whenever I do get a chance to get 2 bottles of the same beer like this, and it is appropriate to cellar, with this being 11.2%, I'm going to do one, and I'm going to cellar one. I'll date the bottle. Well, now that it's dated, the older bottles weren't dated. They didn't have any kind of dating on them. Now they do have them on there. But I still will probably take a little marker and write on the upper label there, so it's easier for my old tired eyes to see it when I look in the fridge what year it is. So that being said, guys, we're going to wrap this up. I don't want it to be a 20-minute video on 2 beers, but Adam, thanks so much, sir, for sending me these 2 bottles. Was not able to get my hands on any of it. I called all the stores around here, and it came and went basically the same day it showed up. So unless you were standing there unemployed with your hands in your pocket, I got a lot of other things to do, but I would like to get my hands on these beers when they do show up. But I don't have any friends in the business that are willing to save me a bottle or 2 of this when it comes in. So just the area that I live in and the craft beer stores that we have here. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to open up my own place, but that has not come about yet, guys. It's going to be hard for me to keep a cabinet shop going and a craft beer store going at the same time. Kind of hard to be in 2 places at the same time. So still on the back burner on the beer store, unless the cabinet business folds up. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But anyway, enough said about that. Adam, thanks a bunch for sending these 2. I will be doing one of these here in the next couple of weeks, and we'll probably pull one of the older ones out and do a side-by-side with this. So, guys, we're going to get these in the fridge. Speaking of the fridge, let's go see what's in that fridge.